3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, fun, huh?
I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, zip off the podcast line.
Just played it.
That's how it goes. What up? Welcome to Dynamite Rocketship. I'm Toby McMullen. I'm here with Tucker Brookshire.
That's right, folks. One of the craziest people to ever walk the face of the planet, alive and in the flesh. It's me, your boy. No names today.
Don Cappuccino.
Daddy Cappuccino in the motherfucking flesh. May God have mercy on my soul, and may somebody put a bullet through my head one day.
Call this guy Young Self-Sabotage.
Boy, if the listeners knew what we just talked about, they would go, somebody put this guy in a mental institution.
Yeah. Tucker had a little breakdown. Said wanted to quit everything, blow his whole life up. I was like, let's do the pod.
Well, hey, sometimes you got to fucking take the gun, put it in your mouth, and not pull the trigger. It's
No. You got to pull the trigger and hear that satisfying click.
Yes.
And go, one day I'll be able to afford bullets.
We call that a dead fire, if you want to know the truth of the matter. Only know it because I Googled it one time. What's it called when you try and it doesn't work?
Dry fire.
Dry fire. That's what it was. Dead fire. Damn, dry fire.
No, a dead fire would imply that it was successful.
Yes. Okay. Wrong Google. I Googled the wrong one. A dry fire is the right word for it. Dead fire. Boy, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, that's a dry fire. That's what I call an auto blow no lube.
I dry fired a little bit of my own a couple of weeks ago. Tell you what, I haven't touched it since. Sometimes you got to put the shotgun in your mouth, and sometimes you got to put your dick in the robot.
Well, I mean, I think that the one and done with the sex robot is proof that the robots will work as a replacement for women because you're treating them exactly how you do human beings.
I'm having a meltdown about that as well. Gotta be a better man. I have not been a good person in my past life, but I'm working on it for the love of God.
Well, speaking of ladies, did you hear about this we got a new celeb?
What?
That's right. Well, for years and years and years, God, I hope we're deep enough in the episode for this not to affect the algorithm. I
don't think we are.
I don't think so either.
I threatened to kill myself in the first 30 seconds.
Okay, so and that's our brand.
Yes,
dude. Okay, so I don't want to say job because job imply, but the vocation seems good.
Yes,
the vocation of the mass shooter has been cornered. The market is cornered. It's dialed in by who? The fellas.
Yes, sir.
That's right. White guys, we dominate,
yeah,
dude.
Sort of our bread and butter.
Yeah, if there was a March Madness style tournament for mass shooters, a white dude's coming out on top.
Yeah,
That's just is what it is.
We are Duke, make no mistake. And Duke is us.
We are the Duke of mass shooters, without question. Until recently, there was a woman decided she's tired of this male dominated space. She's gonna break through the glass ceilings. She's gonna be a female mass shooter.
How did I miss this? When did this happen?
You had your head up your own ass.
Damn, I'm normally all over shit like that.
Okay, now this does seem like the type of thing where I should let me look it up so I don't just butcher all the facts because that's
normally when a mass shooter happens, I get like a mass text, if you will.
Yeah, you have the Google notifications.
Yeah, I'm like, tell me when, so I can start rubbing one out.
Okay.
There was one female mass shooter. Remember that 14-year-old girl? She wrote that crazy. It was like she killed herself afterwards. This is really sad stuff. It was like a 14-year-old teenage girl who killed a couple of kids at her school and then wrote the goofiest little imagine a 14-year-old writing a manifesto.
Here's the thing. Your manifesto can't have the eyes dotted with little hearts.
Yeah, that's kind of it. She was like spelling words wrong. She's like, people are mean to me.
Yeah.
Then she dead fired, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, dude. If your manifesto has little unicorn stickers and stars on it, dude, it doesn't hit the same.
I actually think she typed it, and that's the parents' fault. Don't give a kid a laptop. They'll turn into a mass shooter.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Well, I mean, every mass shooter is just chronically online.
Yeah, it's like it's an iPad kid problem. We got a little army building up in this country.
I'm gonna be
wow, and it didn't even exist. You can't even find it on Google. You were duped.
No. I think this is the one. I hope so. Okay, because here's why you didn't hear about it, Tucker. Is because And this would never happen to one of our ilk. One of the boys from Duke would never drop the ball like this.
No.
Caught before she got blasted.
Oh, the worst kind of mass shooter.
I mean, can't even do the job.
What was she like on her computer being like, I'm going to shoot up? How do you even get caught?
I assume she was Snapchatting everybody, writing about it in her diary.
Bro, rule number 1, you go radio silent 3 weeks before.
That's why women can't do it. They get to gossip.
They can't shut the fuck up. They don't know how to be fucking quiet.
You gotta shut your trap and get to business. And they can't help it. They're talking. She's at lunch. She's going, I'm going to shoot her first. That fucking bitch.
Damn, that is so sad. She was literally one fucking secret away. I guess it's not sad.
Just keep your mouth shut.
How'd you get caught? What did it say?
I'll see. I hope this is the right one. I saw an expose.
And how old was she? Well, women have been up to no good recently. You see that teacher that also had an orgy with her students and made them all wear scream masks? What's going on in the Yeti coolers that women are, or the fucking little
That is so weird. Okay, if you're gonna
hot.
If you're gonna,
I was on Google like, get me a scream mask. Let me have a little fun, babe. I certainly wouldn't mind.
Trying to get my GED.
I was like, what prison is she in?
Yeah, that's wild. If you're gonna orchestrate a, it's already weird enough. I don't think we need to bring costumes into it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, having an orgy is a hell of a leap. To be like, toss the mask on is a full-blown pole vault.
Yeah, do you think that no.
Say it.
I was gonna say, do you think they killed the vibe for the dudes? They're like,
looking over at your buddy, you're like, yo, this is frightening.
Yeah, I don't know. This isn't how I thought this was gonna be at all.
God, you just know she could suck one. Anyone with that type of fucking mentality, she's got that demon in her. Literally.
She got that dog in her.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord. Kind of a trooper. Shout out to her. Free the guys.
Yeah.
Free the girls.
The mascot for that school was the Mud Dogs. So she did, in fact, have some dogs in her. That's the type of lady you find out fucked her dog, you go, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's another thing that people would really be getting fucked by their animals.
Well, man, I shouldn't even admit this. I had a dream about having sex with a dog recently.
Dream is fine.
Yeah.
Dream is fine.
Is it?
Just so long you didn't break the Skippy out and start your little project.
Gotta be honest, I'm not sure it's fine. I would rather go on a mass shooting spree in my dream than have sex with a dog.
Yeah, that's a tough, as a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you fucked Lassie, dude?
Bro, it was sort of a first in my life. I woke up and I was like, praise the dear Lord. I did not take that turn in my life.
What is going on in your subconscious?
I have no idea. It's the sobriety. I'm literally just like starting to think again. I'm like, maybe I should fuck a dog.
Much like when a student fucks a teacher, male dog fucking a human is way chiller than a female dog.
Yeah. See, no lie. Men aren't doing a lot of dog fucking. That is sort of a female trait, respectfully to all the ladies out there.
Yeah.
Women are not guilty.
Yeah, it's true.
You guys are up to no good as we obviously got our own problems, but women are fucking doing kooky shit as well.
I just feel bad for those kids because it's like that woman's going to go to jail for the rest of her life, as she should be, full on pedo ass.
Yeah, you can't be doing
And then
that.
those kids are going to have just the most sprained wrists from all the fist bumps they're getting.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to meet a woman after that and she's like, I just like missionary. You're like, really? I like to dress up like Scooby-Doo and have someone put a hot rod in my ass.
Okay, listen, I'll do it, but you got to put me in a straitjacket and I got to wear a Freddy Krueger mask.
Yeah, fuck the pedophile shit. She ruined them. Those boys are never going to come ever again.
No, that's like skipping roller coasters and going straight to skydiving. You can't. Those poor lads, they're mashed potato brain now.
I think those boys are going to be just fine. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, fellas. If you meet another one, call me. I know one of them listens to the pod.
Oh, man. No one cares about a female on male molest. And that's sad.
I don't really care either, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's going to fuck them up
I'm
pretty
sure
good.
it's terrible and evil, but it ain't as bad as the man doing it.
Oh, way worse.
It just ain't.
Way worse.
Is it the man? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like
question.
criminal.
We would never joke about that.
Women are like,
however, we will take this lady to task, get a couple jabs in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna put a scream mask on him, I am gonna fucking take a little haymaker at you. How did they?
You know that one of those kids too was broke and had to borrow money. He was like, dude, can you get me the mask?
he hit his mom up. He was like, I need to buy me a costume.
Yeah. Yeah. We're making Vines. YouTube. We're making YouTube. We're making TikToks.
Can you imagine being that guy's mom? You see that story, you go, I bought that fucking mask. I thought it was Halloween.
Oh, I knew that thing smelled weird. I fucking hate that mask smell.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic. What do they call that? Rubber?
Yeah, just that deteriorate. It's just like, ugh.
Reminds me of my childhood for some reason.
It's like strapping a full condom to your head.
Yeah, maybe that's why it reminds me of my childhood.
You do seem like the kind of kid who would be like, I can fit it over my whole head.
I meant more like getting molested by a priest. I wasn't molested, but you'd think I was.
Yeah, you wouldn't shut up about it if you were.
Yeah,
we know.
Oh my God, if I was molested, the world would know.
Oh, you'd have a merch line. You'd have T-shirts.
I've been thinking. I used to, I was seeing a sex therapist for so long, and I would do all these crazy like deep dives to figure out if I was molested. Because even my therapist was like, "You had to have been." And we never found anything.
You were molested by the Lord.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, God put his little finger up there.
A brain molest, if you will.
He really had his way with me.
Nothing worse.
God damn. Wait, so how'd they catch this girl?
Okay, let me find it. So I don't know if this is the right one. All of these, I should have done this before. That's my bad. All of these articles are just like, because they have to pad everything to sell ads. It's the same as like recipes, how they have like a whole story about like my mom used to make butterscotch pudding. Like, shut up, bitch. Tell me about the pudding.
Give me the goddamn. You got to hit your 750 word mark.
Yeah. So these motherfuckers at NPR.org just trying to get. I mean, all right, decent organization.
I'm kind of out on NPR, the liberal media.
Oh wait, I was thinking of not NPR.
CNN.
No, what was the one that would show old British movies and stuff back in the day?
BBC.
This broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you.
PBS.
PBS rips.
PBS is awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah. They I used to watch a lot of British mysteries with my parents on that program.
Same. I had bunny ears on my TV for like the first 20 years of my life, so I could only watch like PBS, Dragon Tales, shit like that.
That is how you prevent school shooters.
Yeah.
You got to give them 5 channels. Yeah, no internet access.
I've seen every single episode of Dragon Tales numerous times.
Humble brag?
Not to fucking put my dick out there.
Not like to flex on these toes.
I know.
What the fuck is Dragon Quest?
You don't know Dragon Tales?
Oh, Dragon Tales. Dragon Quest sounds like something. That sounds like a Xena Warrior Princess.
About Dragon Quest, whatever the hell. No, Dragon Tales was a little show that came on. It's for like kids, but when I was in like high school, we didn't have cable. I would come home and it'd be the first thing on TV when you come home, and they'd just play that, and then like, Arthur and shit like that.
Arthur sucked.
Come on, bro. The Aardvark?
No, it does nothing for me.
Come on, bro. Cat Dog too. The Cat Dog was on a lot.
Different.
I know, but
the Cat Dog had a great joke in one of the episodes. There's one episode where it's like it's animated like a like documentary style, and at one point, like the camera crew gets like fed up and they're going to leave, and it's like them like a confessional, like talking to the camera. They're like, "All right, if you guys hang out, we'll show you how we poop."
Okay, that is hilarious. Cat Dog's sort of the first they them.
Yeah,
they were kind of the first. No genitals on them.
Do you think Siamese twins took issue with the rebranding of they them? You think they were like, that's our shit?
There's a couple of Siamese twins out there going, non-binary? What the fuck? What about us? Dude, going, I mean, I'm all for pronouns, but what about Siamese, if you please?
Dude, something about like Siamese twins and a microphone in front of Congress and having to shift their heads so the other can talk.
One leans in, the other. Yeah. I saw this documentary years ago about this woman that dated these 2 Siamese twins, and if you date one, you date the other or whatever. And I've never been able to forget the concept of this woman like sucking them off and then being like, now it's your turn, and then going right back to the same one. Penis.
I mean, yeah, and think about how hard it would be for them to find screen masks.
Yeah.
You'd have to you have to bust out the sewing kit.
Siamese twins is one of those things where you go, what's going on in the world? How does that exist? That's crazy.
It's disturbing and weird. And
I mean, God bless them.
Yeah, and so many of them just got in like back in the day, like 1920s, 40s, like 50s. They were really just sticking them into a buzzsaw. Just try being like, you guys figure it out, dude.
They came out of the birth canal and then they just fucking tossed them right into a fucking wood chipper.
Just a big ass lumberjack buzzsaw.
Can you imagine before they had science and shit, and the first one of those, you know, like in like early Rome or something, the first time? I mean, people must have been like, this guy's a god.
Opposite in Rome, dude.
Right? Maybe not in
They
Rome.
were chucking them right into
What about in
ditches.
like the fucking Aztecs or something? You know that there was one Siamese twin in fucking the Aztec kingdom.
I doubt it, dude. They didn't have Red 40 or whatever.
Is that where that comes from?
I don't think their like grass and meat-based diet was resulting in the type of. I mean, certainly they were people born with.
That's a good point.
You know, different with like physical abnormalities, but yeah, they were thrown right into a ditch or a river.
We got to figure out what causes that. Do we know?
Bunk ass sperm.
It's
dude.
it's gotta be some. It's the microplastics. Do you think they'd be everywhere now?
It's gonna come out that it's Baja Blast makes Siamese twins, and I'm gonna be crushed, dude. I'm gonna be like, no, dude.
Taco Bell playing the long game.
No, dude. Yeah, the combination of a burrito and a quesadilla results in another abomination or front against God.
You would think those boys would be.
That's why they won't bring the quesarito back.
Right? They're like, not after what happened.
Not after what happened.
Not after Godzilla or whatever.
Yeah.
You would think fucking on account of what the food being poisoned and microplastics in everybody's ball sacks. You'd think Siamese twins would be popping out left and right.
Yeah, I wonder what the stats on that are.
What happened to those boys? An underrepresented community.
I don't know. I've given up on this female school shooter. By the way, I just wanted to make fun of the gender situation.
Well, how old was she? Do we know? Does it say?
This one was 15, but I'm not convinced it was the 15. Same one.
That's hilarious. That means she's gonna get out of juvie in like 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just after all that scheming and planning, you do a couple of years in jail, come back out, do it again, babe. Wouldn't want to go to school with her in the future. Good Lord.
How many Siamese twins?
Yeah, in the world.
Twins in the world.
I'm guessing 10,000. No, that's too many. I'm guessing 500.
Whoa, this is okay. There's a lack of reliable data on the exact number currently alive. I think a lot of them don't make it.
Yeah.
Because
I would estimate about 90% are in India.
I had that same thing. I didn't want to say it.
With all due respect to my boys out there in India.
Yeah, but that's also, it's like that's extreme poverty coupled with massive amounts of people.
Yeah, and like putting your hands in like the cheese and shit.
Yeah, they're doing
they got their own Taco Bell situation brewing over in India.
Yeah, they
got their own quesarito out there.
They're doing some stuff out there. Shout out to the I think they have slaves and stuff still too, but I'm not gonna tell stories out of school.
No, yeah, they do.
All right.
Caste system. Shut up.
1 in 50,000 to 100,000 births. That seems like a lot.
That's a lot. We don't know how many there are, but they know how many there are in the birth.
Oh, hey, here we go. Ladies, we got school shooters on lock, but female conjoined twins are more likely to survive than males.
God damn it, ladies, y'all continue to be up to no good. I mean, women are dogs. Can't even come out the womb right. God, men take so much shit. Women are coming out with 2 heads, shooting up schools. I mean, you guys gotta fucking figure it out.
Oh my! Can you imagine how hard it would be to hook up with a female Siamese twin?
Imagine I'm doing it
because
right
one of them's
now.
Gonna hate you. She's talking shit right to you. Just trashing you. The other one's like, stop it.
No matter what you do, the second you go to bed, she's like, he's boring, right? She's like, I like him.
Yeah. You got to strap one into like a VR headset, some noise canceling headphones.
Oh, that is so funny. She's just like living in Jurassic Park half the day. You got the other one just bent over the stove.
You gotta treat her like an iPad kid. I was watching dog videos.
You got one of them in the Chili's having on date night. The other one's just straight up living in the clouds. That is actually sounds kind of awesome.
Yeah, fuck it.
Toss an auto blow on one of those girls. Let them have a field day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out to the Siamese twin community. I don't mean to disparage. I do love you people. Not that I've ever met one, but
yeah, well, you know, it's that thing that comedians say when they just want to make fun of one person real gnarly that like some people frown upon. They go, "I make fun of everybody, bro."
Yeah,
that's the difference between us and everybody else. We go after everybody, dude. India, Siamese twins, ladies who can't even shoot people.
Let me tell you, if I was a Siamese twin, I would be on TikTok and IG Reels, posted on the daily, just doing the freakazoid move. You know?
Oh, dude, yes.
I'd be going absolutely just ham with the IG content.
Freak mode.
Oh,
dude, it would all be just engagement bait bullshit. It would just be them being like, I don't like ketchup. I don't like mustard.
Yeah. I mean, the opportunity is right there, folks. If you are Siamese and if you're watching this, fucking put the camera to the front of your face and make a couple videos. You're gonna be a star.
Oh God. Okay, but what if one of them's got the personality and the other one just sucks?
Yeah, one of them's hot, one of them's ugly.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think that's. I mean,
how does that work? Do you get one hand and one leg and one leg?
Well, I think what it is that when they come out, someone takes a magnifying glass and uses the sun to weld them together like action figures.
Yeah, that's an India problem. All right, India, put down the glass. Yeah, you know, in India, they're going, we got a birth problem. Fuse them together. We'll cut down on this fucking issue.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That is... sorry to, if you are Siamese, I do apologize. Dude, I got to tell you this.
And if you are Siamese, download the episode twice.
Yeah, but hit that Patreon. Patreon.com/Dynamite Rocketship. You better throw us 10. It better not be 5. You're a dual income family. I don't want to see none of that $5 on the page. Dude, I gotta tell you this fucking story, bro. Okay, so we have a buddy Greg, right?
Yeah.
You know Greg. So our buddy Greg got diagnosed.
Riddled with cancer.
Riddled, bro. So he got diagnosed with cancer. Listen to how this unfolded. So he went to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to take down the medical community. This episode is going to be demonetized.
Yeah.
I'm about to spread some fake news. he went. I got bad news for the algo. You're not gonna like this.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. Just looking right at the camera, being like, "I'm spreading it, dude. I'm spreading it."
So our buddy Greg went to a doctor, and the doctor he got a full body scan, and the doctor was like, "My guy, you got terminal cancer. You're dead." And he was, weeping, crying, just like, holy shit, my life is over.
Oh, he's taking out crazy loans.
Yeah, he's just going, let's fucking put another head on this body, see if we can, try something new here.
Wait, real quick before we continue about a very sad story about our friend. I watched Armageddon for the first time in a long time recently.
Amazing.
Really good.
Amazing movie.
Dude, wept like a little baby when Bruce Willis throws not Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck,
yeah,
back into that space elevator.
That is one of those that's one of those movies I don't want to like, but there's something about an asteroid coming to Earth that is timeless as a concept.
Well, what you realize is what Michael Bay is so good at, and why his movies.
Michael Bay, I forgot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Lens flares and explosions all over that motherfucker.
Right, that's such a Michael Bay movie.
Is anytime it's just people talking, he treats it like a music video. It's just dolly shots. The camera's whipping. It's like guys talking in a room, and it's just like ferocious camera movement. I was counting a scene. There's not it's just literally guys in a room being like, "There's an asteroid coming."
Right.
It cuts maximum once every 4 seconds. A lot of times, 1 second to 2 seconds. It's just.
I do love that shit. I mean, the guy is talented.
He invented TikTok.
I love that. I was like, my buddy's a dead man. You're like, first off, I saw Armageddon recently.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tie it in.
Go on.
But the character that I relate to the most in that movie is Steve Buscemi. When he just has a full blown meltdown on the asteroid. He's like, "Fuck it, let's just die, dude." He's like, I have to tape him to a chair and shit. I was like, "Oh, that would be me."
I kind of Buscemi'd before the podcast.
Yeah, you booshed it.
I was booshing. I was straight up booshing before the pod,
dude. But he has there's the scene where they get like one night of freedom before. Okay. Also, by the way, in that movie, they pick up Bruce Willis, take him to the base where they tell him there's an asteroid, and he's like, "I need all my bros." And it's like 18 hours after they were all at work, and his whole crew is scattered across the entire United States.
They all took first class. Like, I don't want to go.
How did they get And they should all just be on the oil rig still.
Right, yeah. I don't really remember the details. The oil rig that they were all working on, right?
Well, yeah, because these astronauts don't know how to drill tug.
Right, right. They had to go learn. It's actually sick. That's
in
fire.
In the special features.
You watched the special features?
No. I saw this clip though.
You watched the movie, then hit YouTube and hit the special feature.
No. I got
a problem.
I got the clip served up to me, and I was like, oh yeah, Armageddon. I should give that another look. In the director's commentary, Ben Affleck tells this story about him going up to Michael Bay and going, hey, Mike, I just got a question for you. Why would it be easier to train drillers how to be astronauts and not just teach the astronauts how to drill? And he was like, shut the fuck up, Ben.
I never even thought about it. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Plot point?
Shut the fuck up, Ben.
I like Michael Bay for just doing whatever he wants.
No, because then we wouldn't get to blow shit up and have guys be like blue collar tough guys.
Right. Yeah. We need more of that in this goddamn godforsaken country.
So in they get one night where before they go on this mission, and everyone's like going to the strip club or like whatever. And Steve Buscemi just goes to a loan shark and takes out $100K from these monsters. And it's like, that's what you do.
Pulling a bush.
Yeah.
He pulled a bush.
He's just the ultimate, like, fuck it. They're like, we're going to break your legs. He's like, all right.
I don't even need these. I got to hold a drill.
All right. Now back to our friend.
Right. So anyway, so my friend's dying.
Yes.
Life is so funny.
Yeah.
So my friend goes to this doctor, right? And he's like, you're dead. You're a dead man. I'm so sorry to tell you this. And he's like, holy shit, my life is over. He goes, go to this other doctor. There might be like a 5% chance. He goes to this other doctor. That doctor is like, bro, it's like 50-50. It ain't that fucking bad. You're all right. Let's go to another doctor.
This is like going on different betting apps to try and get the best odds. It's like the over unders 93 on BetMGM. But
you're like, let me hit FanDuel.
Let me check FanDuel. See if they move the line.
So he goes to DraftKings, then he goes to FanDuel. Then he's like, the FanDuel doctor is like, he's like 50-50. So FanDuel doc is like, go to what's another betting app? I don't even know. On account of me being sober and not doing things like that with my life anymore.
ESPN Bet.
ESPN Bet. So he goes, go to ESPN Bet and see what the odds are over there. So my boy is like, I'm dead. I might not be. He goes to ESPN Bets and he's like, talk to me. And they go, brother, you are a dead man. They go, you got cancer in your lungs and it has traveled somewhere else in your body. And unless we can amputate it, you're gonna die. They're like, so what we need to do is we need to see where it's traveled to, and if it's in an organ we can't amputate, you're pretty much fucked. So for 3 weeks, my buddy's like, well, this is it for me. I've had a nice run on this planet. It's actually been a terrible run for him. His life is hell. Greg, if you're watching, hang in there. They're like, you're dead. So he waits on all these fucking results or whatever, right? 2 doctors, Bet Rivers or whatever the fuck, ESPN Bets, whatever, both telling him he's dead. They take 3 weeks to get the results back. The results come back and they're like, there is a type of cancer that is 99% fatal and you have it. And then they go, but it's also 1% benign and we think you have that one.
What?
They go, so they're like, we got to do more tests. So then fucking Bet Rivers or whatever is like, you're still dead. They go and they test this fucking cancer. And it turns out he's got the 1% of benign cancer.
He's got the Fugaze?
He got booshed. He got booshed. He got fucking booshed. It's a fungal infection and he's gonna live. He's totally fine. My point being, we gotta find Dr. Fauci and shoot him in the head. The medical field is full of liars and free Donald Trump.
Free Donald Trump?
I don't know.
Luigi, maybe.
Luigi, yeah, the fucking doctors. Yeah, I don't know why I said Donald Trump. That was crazy. Free Luigi. I got them mixed up. They're the same guy to me. Free Luigi. The medical community is full of scumbags and liars.
Dude, that's crazy.
Is that not the craziest story you've ever heard? We were paying his rent and shit because he was like, I'm dead. And we were like, we don't want you to go to work. We'll chip in on your rent. He thought he was dead.
That's an awkward text.
Yeah, I'm like, give me my 50.
I'm gonna need that money back.
Yeah, like, give me my $75. I'm dying out here. New York is really hard. I'm hitting the fucking Venmo. Anyways, I just felt like I had to tell you because you know Greg and we all thought he was dying for 3 months. I've literally just been like crying in my house, just like, oh, my friend's dead. He's fine.
It's just chock full of popcorn chicken.
Yeah, literally. He's just been like eating through microplastics, bro.
Oh, that's so yeah, we looked into the scans and we think that these are either tumors or nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm going, who is your doctor, Ricky Gervais? What the fuck is going on?
Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
If you're a doctor, you could just tell people shit, and they're like, well, all right. It's like, this guy was just making shit up.
Yep, they do that.
They just fucking make it up. It's crazy.
They be lying. That's what's really scary is when you realize that doctors are just guys who are clocking into their job.
Oh, yeah. I have a couple of friends who are doctors. I'm like, bro, I remember when you were like doing coke off of a toilet seat. And now you're like telling grandmas, you know, what's wrong with their head and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I did that show. Well, yeah, but it's like since you're like a little kid, you've been like, you know, it's like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Can I really blow your mind?
Yeah.
When I did that show the other week with
For young Rizzy.
Yeah, with the young Riz, I was like thinking about what I would, if I did crowd work, like what I would ask a young person. And I was like, oh, I'll ask them what they want to be when they grow up. And then that sent me on a spiral, dude. We are programmed from the time we are tiny little people to be. It's not what are you interested in? What do you want to achieve with your life? It's we ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? Meaning, what job do you want? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a firefighter.
Right. Yeah.
I want to be a soldier. I want to be a hero. It's like that's all just teaching kids that no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to work till you're dead.
Yeah, and you're not gonna be the thing you want to be either.
Fuck no.
No kid is ever like HVAC technician. You know?
Yeah. No one's like a lot of passive income in laundromats.
Yeah, I want to start a vending machine. It's just really setting kids up for sorrow.
Yeah.
What did you say
When I was a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be an actor.
Oh, right. Thespian.
In the theater.
Thespian, yes,
Yeah.
of course. I said tattoo artist. I've been this guy.
Wow. Good for you.
I've been this guy since day one.
Talk about a real one.
Yeah, I've been white trash since I was 3 years old. I was like, I want to fucking do neck tattoos for a living.
Yeah, I want to give tattoos to the trailer park to underage kids.
Yeah, I was looking around. I was like, business could be booming.
I mean,
my family could fucking get it together.
I'm sitting on a pile of cash here.
Shout out to tattoo artists. Y'all boys are scammers.
Yeah, tattoos are so expensive.
They'll be like, it's $700. I'm like, for a letter? They're like, yep.
Well, but it's also kind of surgery.
True, yeah.
They're just really stabbing you with needles.
I just always thought it was crazy that tattoo artists can just like fuck up. They're like, hey, that's gonna be $400. Also, whoopsie, I missed I've seen like tattoos so terrible. It's like you let someone do that to you.
It was Leela, right? No, Lola Bunny.
Yeah, they just will spell shit wrong. It's like, bro, you should get punched in the face for
that. Dude, Leela Bunny? What the fuck, bro?
It's like going on a podcast and bringing down the Siamese community. You know, it's like, who do we think we are?
They had it coming.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Well, they were on sale. It's buy one, get one free.
Damn, how did we miss that riff on the first half? BOGO.
Sometimes you got to revisit.
When you're Siamese, every product's BOGO. God damn. First thing you do if you're Siamese, hit a Costco membership.
Yeah.
Fucking stock up. God, that's a lot of toilet paper.
Oh, dude, I would have so much fun with it. I would just be testing people left and right, going to the movies and going, 1 ticket to Back to the Future, please.
You just have your hood over the other one. 1 ticket. He's like, what about? You're like, what about what?
What about what? Say it. Say it. Say it. We use 1 toilet. We're paying for 1 ticket.
I think they would buy 1 ticket. You're not buying 2.
Who's charging? I mean, that's I need to speak to the manager situation. Some pimpled faced teen.
Can you imagine?
Some pimple faced little teen going, well, actually. We charge based on pairs of eyeballs.
It's in the contract. It's in the small print.
You have a doctor's note that proves you share more than 50% of your work.
Is this fucked up? I feel bad. I don't mean we don't
Oh
mean
man, this is great. This is the first time we've been into some choppy
this
waters.
is the first time I've ever felt bad.
I'm totally at ease, and you're tweaking.
I'm just like so afraid that this is like karmic justice, and when I eventually get a wife and get her pregnant, I'm gonna come out with a 4-headed, blue eyes, white dragon or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Siamese twins truly are the opposite of a cyclops.
Damn, they really are. I'm telling you, put those dudes in a boat, let them conquer the world. You know, bring them in those uncontacted tribes in the Amazon.
Oh, really?
Watch them fucking bow down, just praising God.
You think that's what Shiva was?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, no. You know what?
Shiva, good reference.
You know what? I heard a thing recently that was like, I was like, ooh, that's fun. So all of the urban legends and like tales of whatever from back in the day of like werewolves and vampires and shit, it was all just serial killers. It was before that concept had ever been introduced. Like people couldn't fathom that like human beings could be that demented and that evil that they would need to like, you know, scoop out people's guts to be like, I need to see how it works or whatever.
Right, and they had to attach a myth to it.
Yeah, and they were like, what monster could have been? That couldn't just be a guy with a knife.
Right. Man, the golden era when you could be a serial killer and all you had to do was just like not be seen.
Yeah. Did you watch that video I sent you?
What?
Serial killing for fun and profit?
No.
Oh, dude, if you're listening out there after this,
you send that to me.
I was like, this is your new favorite guy. There's a YouTube channel everyone should go check out. It's so good. I'm so hooked. I love this guy.
I didn't see this. I went to his page. What's his name?
Flesh Simulator is the name of the YouTube channel.
Dick Swallower, but yeah.
He's the man. His videos are awesome. They're all on like real weird fringe. It's right around. It's like conspiracy and like government lies and like. But he's like a psycho who like does like crazy amounts of research. He's like completely unhinged, but in a fun way. He's got jokes, but he also will like threaten the audience with like. Anytime he's talking about like Epstein or anything that gets people clipped, he'll just randomly be like, and by the way, I am extremely pro-gun. I just want to repeat, and then we'll just cut to him at the range, like firing his fucking AR-15.
I love guns too.
Yeah, he's the man. He has a short video about where he takes a Korean surplus aerial photo light bulb. So it's like the brightest bulb ever, right? It burns. It's like 75% brighter than the arc of a welding gun. So it's like fully will blind you up close.
Yeah.
And takes it and puts it in one of those clip lights that you get from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then makes it so all he has to do to activate it is touch a 9-volt battery to it. And he's like, this is my new self-defense weapon, the Cornea Eliminator 5000 or whatever.
What does this guy do? He's just like that's his job?
He just makes videos. He was like
the hell?
He was like a weirdo who was doing he was doing like synthesizer customization.
What's his name? Flesh Swallower?
Flesh Simulator.
Flesh Simulator.
But he has an unbelievable video. It's like an hour long called Serial Killing for Fun and Profit. That's all about snuff videos.
Oh.
Snuff film. Dude.
Seen a few in my day.
Bro, no, you haven't.
I have.
You haven't. You see, because this is why, and this is the points that he makes, is that a video of someone being killed on video isn't a snuff film, right? That's just a video of someone dying. So the cartel beheading videos, like those don't count.
Yeah.
It has to be a video or that was produced for someone going like someone outside of the cartel would have to have been, I want the video of this person dying.
I've seen these.
Sure.
Took a class in school in these.
What were they teaching you?
Torture porn. We did a whole lesson on torture porn.
Yeah, but that's like torture porn is like a genre of horror film.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't real, but you're right. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, so a snuff film has to be like a film commissioned for one person. So most of them were done on like
a billionaire's like show me a video of a child like getting a drill through his head.
And what if I told you there was a giant like countrywide conspiracy for the production of these movies, dude?
I believe it.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
You got to watch this video, dude. Serial killing.
What do you mean, like a countrywide, all the elites are like paying? I mean, say elite and I'm in.
Yeah. All the elites, dude. Here's a little here's a little piece of advice for you, Tuck. If you ever find a solo Super 8 film in a safe, go ahead and burn that. Don't watch it.
What? So they're paying someone to like kidnap somebody and kill them on camera?
Yep.
Wow.
And this is the really fun part. See, now, can I tell you about a little Midwest icon named John Wayne Gacy?
I love John Wayne Gacy.
Of course. One of the
good guy.
One of the
Nothing but respect, Johnny boy.
one of the best in the Midwest.
Yeah,
dude.
sort of a two hands on the pistol type of guy.
Pillar of the community, if you will.
Yeah, great plumber.
I bet you think that guy killed all those people.
What, did he not?
That's what this guy's theory is, which I love. So fun, because when people bring up John Wayne Gacy, you get to say stuff like, yeah, I bet you think he did it all.
Well, who didn't? Because he knows where the bodies were and shit.
Yes, he does. Did you also know that he had 12 sets of keys to his house?
What does that mean?
That means that so this is a theory, right? That John Wayne Gacy did not act alone. That he got involved with this group called the Delta Project, where they were...
The DP.
Yes, they were commissioning snuff films, and he was helping them produce them. And because, like, dude, he's a big fat guy dragging full bodies around a crawl space. Kind of ridiculous. Would probably need an extra set of hands.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it goes deep, Tucker. It's great. We had the original.
What does he say? There's like people working with him that were never caught?
Yes.
Why wouldn't he snitch?
Because he's the patsy.
He wanted to be?
I mean, it's like if he rats people out, they're going to kill him. It's like Epstein.
So he just decided to die in prison?
Yeah, he kind of.
I don't believe this.
But that's the fun of it, dude.
Right? Okay, I believe it. You're right. Who the hell am I kidding?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Is it all of them, or is that just his JWG theory?
That's just one of the.
What
many
would JWG do?
That's just one of the many things that that's his best video.
Okay,
is serial killing for fun and profit. It's awesome.
I do find again, white guy. There's something fascinating about a serial killer.
White guy alert.
Yeah, something fascinating about a guy who's
at one point in this video, he starts thumbtacking note cards to a corkboard and connecting them with red string.
Fire.
He sure does.
Okay, fire.
He
I'll
sure
peep it when I get
does.
home. I'll peep it when I get home.
It's Flesh Simulator. It should be everybody's new favorite YouTuber. He's the man.
You know what I've done that has really made an incredible difference in my life is I've turned off my YouTube recommendations.
You can do that?
Yes, I had no idea either. I did it on accident. So now I when I go to the home page, I'm not addicted to YouTube anymore because it doesn't just show me like 48 videos I want to see. So now I can only look up things that people recommend me.
Cool.
A serial killer documentary.
Anybody watching this video, don't do that.
Oh, right. Yes. Maybe bleep that whole section, as a matter of fact. It's not possible, and don't even try.
No. We unfortunately believe in free will and free speech around here.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. I'd take it back.
You can do whatever you want. Just don't forget about us. We're here talking about goofy shit.
Damn, okay. Well, huge. Well, JWG was up to no good in some regard.
Without question.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely goofing around.
Oh, he was cutting up.
Yeah, he was cutting a rug.
Cutting a rug and young men.
Can't believe there hasn't been more like serial killer comedians. You know, we had a clown.
Yeah, he's kind of the best because
I'm sure he's got a couple bodies in his basement.
It is a job. Bleeping that. It
Come
is.
on. Yeah, I'll see you now.
No.
Put it on the screen.
No. That guy does add fake laughs to all of his clips.
Yeah, I'll fucking see him and L.
Yeah, but yeah, he asked me to do it. I told him no. I was like, I'm not doing that.
I've done it for a few comedians as well, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, no, I can't abide.
Difference
that.
between me and you. You won't do it. I'll go, how much, brother? I'll go, how much and how many laughs do you want?
I go just set up the camera, try again. What is this?
I go, bring me the audio. I'll fucking make you sound like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, we don't do fake laughs around here. Although I have made stuff that people accused of having fake laughs, and I got to take it as a compliment. It's like when someone calls you a hacker in Call of Duty and you go,
right.
Bitch, you just got shit on.
I got to be honest, I did add fake laughs to a clip one time.
Did you really?
One time in my life, very many years ago, when I was like very self-conscious about posting online. It was like right when Reels started.
Yes.
I did take a couple laughs.
Wow, you fucking liar.
Yeah, I'm a liar, you know. Sorry.
Okay. I'll fess up to some shenanigans.
Yeah.
I've done, and every comedian on planet Earth has done this, so I don't feel bad about it. But have I strategically placed my cell phone camera behind the three people in the crowd's head and taking the photo all zoomed in to make it look like the show was more poppin' than it was?
Bro.
Of course I have.
Bro, certainly.
But that's less egregious to me.
Have I mic'd the audience and then tripled up the audience mic track so that the laughs sound louder than they actually were? Unfortunately, I have, folks.
Oh, I never even thought to do that.
I'm a dirtbag. The internet's a lie. Check us out, youtube.com/Dynamite Rocketship, folks.
Well, that's not the address.
I know, but whatever the hell it is. It's actually youtube.com/Toby McMullen.
Yeah. Which hurts you every day.
No, that's fine with me on account of what we talked about before the pod. I think you deserve it. I think at bare minimum you can have that.
Yeah, so I had a fun little weekend.
Oh yeah, you went to Florida.
I did. I made a quick little rip. I had a flight credit that was expiring. My homie was like, "Have you ever been to Universal Studios?" I was like, "No." They're like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Yup."
Now, what is Universal Studios?
That is what I'm here to tell you about, dude.
It's not Disney.
No.
I thought it was Disney.
No, dude.
Okay, I've never been to one of those before.
Disney is the Cadillac. It is it's the best of the best. It's the Bentley. It's the Bugatti. You walk around Disney and you say, man, every inch of this place has been there. There's been thought and strategy and artistry put into the smallest of details. How the trash cans are decorated is in relation to the type of park you're in. So
right.
in the safari zone, every single thing is safari. It's like unbelievable. People move from all over the country to work and be an actor and an Imagineer
to work there
at Disney.
First thing I'm doing as president, a ballistic missile right into Disney.
Sure.
But yes, keep going.
So,
respectfully,
Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. That is an amusement park in Orlando.
Right. Isn't Disney in Orlando?
It is.
Oh, they built them right next to each other?
And very different. It's if
Orlando.
If
what a town.
If
second thing I'm doing as president, ballistic missile into Orlando.
Well, you're gonna
wipe it off the face.
You're gonna blow up about 35 Taco Bells, which I do take issue with.
Right. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to take down your.
But check this out, dude. It's like, if that is Disney, the most high-end white glove service, Universal Studios Orlando, Florida is the used car lot that Danny DeVito worked at in Matilda, where they're gluing the bumper on.
Is it that bad?
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's good.
What I would say, it lacks the polish of Disney, but provides an entertainment that I found to be so fun and wholesome.
It's like white trash.
As fuck.
What is Universal Studios? Is it movies? It's like SpongeBob?
So that's what I thought. So they have multiple parks. They have Islands of Adventure, which is like a bunch of roller coasters and stuff. But then they have Universal Studios Orlando, Florida. Maybe it's called Universal Studios Resort or whatever.
Right.
And that's where I went. And that is their whole thing is you're going to be in the movies, right? So that's where they have Harry Potter World, where you like walk around and it's like,
I thought this was all Disney. Interesting.
No, different companies.
Right.
So all of the rides, the majority of the rides, or about all of them, are simulator rides. They're the ones where you go and you sit and your chairs move and shit in front of a big ass screen.
Yeah, that's what I've been to those.
Yeah,
but not Universal.
But it's like a whole park of that style of ride.
Okay.
This
sounds like my worst nightmare.
I had so much fun, dude. It's like,
this is so Toby coded.
It's like everything's kind of run down a little bit and dated as fuck. It's like a museum at this point to what the movie industry used to be.
Oh, I can see you out there sweating. Were you sweating?
No, it's cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite cold actually.
Okay, keep going.
But the Simpsons ride is unbelievable. It's one of the best rides in the history of amusement parks, I think, because they produced it like a real Simpsons episode. So the whole the world that they build is the Simpsons are at Itchy and Scratchy World, and you before the ride you go into a room where they show you a video about the wacky adventure you're about to get into.
Yeah.
But it's the Simpsons at Itchy and Scratchy World, and they're just making all of these jokes shitting on amusement parks, just being like, oh, the ride ends at the gift shop. Of course. At one point, Homer is like, are they going to kick? Someone's like, are they going to kick us out? And Homer's like, they wouldn't kick you out of an amusement park if you have $1 left.
wait, is Homer there? Like, is he a robot or is he a guy in a Homer suit?
Neither. You're in a room that's decorated like The Simpsons, and they play a little Simpsons video before
This
you go.
is the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's great. They're cracking so many great, because it's an old ride. They need to change the bulbs on the projector.
I love how fired you up are about the Simpsons ride.
Yeah, it's great.
This is crazy.
But they're making all of these like great jokes, just shitting on amusement parks, which I was like, Disney would never allow this.
Right.
And that I fuck with. And then you go on the ride, and the ride is sick. You're like in a giant room, and you're going around, and shots of Bob's trying to kill you. It's a good time.
And they're spraying water at you and shit.
They every single ride.
I know this deal.
They spray you with Orlando sink water.
You see microplastics.
That place is going to be riddled with Siamese kids.
How much was a ticket to get in there?
Less than Disney.
Well, give me a number.
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
Couple hundy?
No, right in that ballpark though.
Couple hundy to go through a Homer Simpsons ride. This country's finished.
Yeah, well, whatever, dude. They have, all of their rides
I'm
are
sorry to be
so
negative.
dated.
I should not be negative.
All the rides are so dated. They have a Men in Black ride. They have the Harry Potter world is cool. Word to the wise, that is just elaborately decorated gift shops. It's the whole thing is gift shops, but they're selling merch.
No one's dressing up like Ron Weasley or something.
A bunch of people are dressed up like Ron Weasley.
I mean, in the ride.
There was the wait for the ride was crazy long. I didn't want to do it. But there were I went to the wand section. I got to answer my question. Left or right-handed wand guy.
Did you buy a wand?
Fuck no.
Okay, good. Oh my God, I was about to light you up.
No.
Just you in your apartment, just Wingardium Leviosa.
Just pointing at my dick. Please get hard. Hardius cockius.
Boy, teach me that spell.
Yeah. No, but the answer is what I feared. Is that I would use for charms and spells and finesse, it would be left-handed, and then if I was in a duel, I'd have to switch to my right hand, leaving myself open to attack, which would be no good. So what I'm thinking is I would need a secondary, shorter dueling wand.
Oh.
Like how back in the day people would have a long sword and then a dagger.
Sort of a Darth Maul, if you will.
No, Darth Maul would be too attached. It would be dual wielding with both hands. This would be single-handed.
Who's the guy with the 8 arms? Then they spun in the Star Wars.
Oh, would I be...
Count Dooku.
Not Count Dooku. You're thinking of General Grievous.
General Grievous. I tried to get a nerd reference in there, and it took me 45 seconds.
I appreciate you trying to meet me in the middle of this, dude.
Yeah, I tried. Okay. Would you?
Okay, but the crowning jewel of the visit was the Fast and the Furious ride. Is incredible.
Okay, that could be sick.
But not for the reasons that you're thinking it is. If you want to... You have to go for the pre-ride aspect of it, right? Because there's so much thought and social engineering put into amusement park rides. It's very similar to how they approach casinos, right? Where the fact that the line winds around shit, so you can't see the end of the line, so you're not constantly thinking about how long you've been waiting in line. But like the way they try to entertain you in the line, like in.
This sounds awful.
At Disney, like the Star Wars stuff, it's like you're really walking through Star Wars. It's like unbelievable. And the Fast and the Furious ride, you are in a giant line in a warehouse in Orlando, dude.
This is my worst nightmare.
Like a couple cars, which is kind of cool, but it's made to be like the garage, right? So you go through this whole thing, and then the video that they play beforehand is ludicrous. They get all the actors, right?
Luda.
So it's what's his real name?
Paul Walker.
No, he's dead. He's not in the ride.
Oh, what's Ludacris's real name?
Yeah, it's something Bridges, I think.
Yes. Jeff? No,
not Jeff Bridges. A different guy.
His name's Ludacris.
Yeah, whatever. Luda, and this is like one of my favorite things I've ever seen in life, is Ludacris is the giant projection on the wall of him like trying to get you hyped and in the world of what the ride is going to be, right? So he's like, "What's up, y'all? We got a party. It's going to be cracking." They're like that's the ride, Tucker. The Fast and the Furious ride is on a party bus. Okay? The slowest and least furious.
Nuke the whole state, bro.
And least furious of all of the modes of transportation you could ever have, right? So as you're waiting in line.
Are you having a good time while you're there? Or is this just like you're like intrigued?
I had a blast. I couldn't believe it existed. I'm so appreciative that it does exist. It's great.
Right.
So
fucking nerd.
As this video is playing, right?
Goddamn nerd.
I noticed, and thank God they played it twice so that I could get a shot of this. I gotta show this to you, dude. It's fucking unreal. Okay. So this is the video that's being projected, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you hear this after party's going on. So now look at Ludacris and count for me. It's going to start off. I'm going to start off on the freeze frame so you can really notice it. Look at how many times he clearly looks down at a script because he didn't memorize his lines. He cannot give a fuck, and he's just there for the bag, dude. All right, look at him. He goes. He just blatantly is looking down at the fucking script.
What is this room? What is this big room?
It's a.
There's no roller coaster? What's the event?
So it's like
that's the thing?
As you're waiting in line, there's like some cars and stuff. But then they put you into the ride itself.
Okay, there is a ride.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I was panicking.
I thought
you walked through a warehouse full of cars.
You do.
Oh.
And then you walk into a room that's supposed to look like the Fast and the Furious headquarters. They call it the war room. Like, now you're going to head to the war room as he's like reading his fucking cue cards. And
Luda has taken the bag and run with it.
In the quote unquote war room, dude, it's where at Disney, you feel that you're on the set of Star Wars. It feels like truly, they spared no expense. At Universal, they spare every expense. And that's part of the charm, I think. It looks like the set of, instead of being like a Fast and the Furious set, it looks like the set of a Disney Channel TV show. It looks so cheap and so fake. And the actor, who at Disney would be like fully into character, would be so on point. This guy who does the intro for this ride did it sitting at a fold out like a plastic fold out table that you would throw a guy through in the WWE with his Powerade that he's just sipping on in full view. It's not even Gatorade. He's sipping on Powerade, dude.
Why does this place exist?
I don't know, because it's awesome.
Are they making money? They have to. I mean, of course they're making money.
And this guy is doing jokes like this guy for sure is an Orlando open micer. The guy who was on this ride.
Yeah.
He's like, it's
kind of a dream gig.
You want to talk.
They have to listen.
You want to talk about phoning it in. This guy, it's supposed to be like, he says, it's like a video call between him and like Ludacris or whatever, who is again reading his lines. So he says something, and you can really tell that at some point they were like, yeah, and just really make it your own in there. Do your own thing. So he's like riffing, but his riffs are like, Steelers fan, huh? Anyway, Ludacris, he's like trying to shit on the crowd, but it was just such dog shit, dude.
This is my worst nightmare.
It's awesome. And then you get on the ride itself, which is this neon lit up party bus or whatever. And then it takes you through this tunnel, and you don't go fast, but it does shake you.
Oh, it's not a roller coaster?
No, it's a simulator.
What?
So the entire walls of like you're in a tunnel, and the walls are projection screens that project.
It's not a roller coaster?
No. No, it's neither fast, but I was a little furious. So
I'm livid right now.
The projections, they aren't projecting like a movie. They're projecting like they want it to be 3D, but it just doesn't work.
To make it seem like you're driving.
Yes. So it's the way that the graphics look. They look like the old school Mortal Kombat where they like filmed the guys and then it's like 2D, but then kind of 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
And it's so clear that none of the actors were together, that it was all individually filmed on green screens. Like their sight lines are kind of fucked up when they're looking at each other.
And you were enjoying yourself.
I'm laughing my ass off. I couldn't
Okay.
believe it. They spent $1 bajillion on this thing. It was truly watching people just collect a check.
Maybe something's wrong with me, but I would never go to this.
Sure. You lack
I lack imaginative thinking in that way.
and boyish whimsy.
Yes, I have like autism in that sense.
Yeah.
I have no time for whimsy.
I thought it was so funny to me. And then they spray you with more sink water.
How long were you there?
4 hours maybe.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
A little
Little afternoon. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do like a 4-day. I thought you were flying down to Florida to do a 4-day, like whatever the fuck extravaganza, stay in a hotel.
No. Popped in, popped out.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Yeah, no. Popped
I was
in, popped
questioning
out.
everything. I was like, actually, I do quit.
Dude. But it's so fun. I had a blast.
I get it. No, yeah, I don't mean to poo poo on it. I mean, that seems, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go back.
Yeah.
But it was just to see the contrast of how good Disney is and how weirdly phoned in this stuff was great.
I would like to go down there and do a sort of anthropological study on the people that attend those type of things.
Yeah, well, they weren't the people at Disney are grosser and weirder because you get those fucking freako Disney adults.
Yeah, the big fatties.
Yeah, and this didn't have that. You get some Harry Potter nerds for sure.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's fat versus like meth head energy.
Yeah, this really felt like it was
choose your fighter. Good Lord.
It really felt like every actor in the park, like you would go to TGI Fridays and see them bartending after their shift.
Well, I guess that's all there is to do in Orlando. I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing to fucking,
Yeah, it's fucking Orlando. Yeah, but good time. I'm glad I checked it out.
No, yeah, I'm sorry I shit on it the whole time you were telling. Was that mean?
No, who gives a fuck?
Okay, good. Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
That's just
I don't work there.
Yeah, no disrespect to Universal Studios. You guys make great. You don't even make great movies, actually.
No, they don't.
They really don't. They have a terrible catalog.
But you can see that it's like that everything. It's all franchises that have ended. They're like well and truly fucked. Like, what are they going to do? They aren't making any good movies anymore.
Right, yeah.
Certainly not ones that are going to justify multi-million-dollar rides.
Yeah, they got to like build a new park for it. They're set in. This is why they're making so many sequels. They can't redo the park.
You know what was an incredible ride though, and you're gonna hate me for saying this. There is a Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show themed ride.
Oh my God, Toby, this is the worst place I've ever heard in my entire life.
Tucker, say what you will about Jimmy Fallon, but when it came to that ride, my boy did not phone it in. The Roots and Jimmy F, they put their freaking back into it.
Why is he
dude.
at Universal Studios? Isn't he an NBC guy?
I think NBC is owned by Universal.
Oh.
It's all owned by GE, but yeah.
What was he doing? Giggling? I hate Jimmy Fallon.
I on this ride.
You have not named one person I like.
How do you feel about Transformers?
I like Ron Weasley.
Yeah, Ron's
on account of the redhead.
On account of he's your hero.
Yeah, on account of what he did for my community. But other than that, I mean, these are like the worst people in America in one place.
Yeah. But Jimmy killed it, dude. What can I say?
What did he do? Is he singing?
No. He doesn't sing. It's
like carpool karaoke.
It's ridiculous. You're in a giant theater where there's a 3D projection where you sit down in your chairs and your chairs move around. No sink water on this one. They didn't spray you, but it's him going through New York on like a futuristic flying car. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God.
But they do have all the Tonight Show stuff you could look at. That's kind of cool.
This sounds like the worst weekend of my life. No disrespect.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you had fun though.
I had a good time.
Who is that for? You know? It's for
me, I guess.
For you. I'm more of a sit in my room and consider heroin kind of guy.
You know, and that's
why we have a podcast.
And that's theater of the mind.
Yes. I'm more of a Jimmy Fallon with a bottle of whiskey alone in his room kind of guy.
Yeah, just coming up with your own personal doomsday scenario.
Yeah, I'm more of a get on the internet and threaten to commit violent acts type of guy. But sure, Jimmy Fallon's a goofball.
Yeah, he's goofing it up. Yeah. All right, but we got to get out of here, dude.
Incredible. Well, yet another absolutely electric episode. Yet again, a quick apologies to the Siamese twin community. You know we love you boys and girls.
Most likely girls.
Most likely girls.
Patreon.com/Dynamite Rocketship for all your bonus episode needs. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Bing, bang.